Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Elko before the game. He told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball over.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Reed. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball is starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense knocking it down, getting the ball in there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Pressure coming. He gets away. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on to return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Off from the shotgun. Makes his man miss. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great...
Could be an alley. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Aggies! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Keelan Russell finding themselves down 7. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Looking down the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Reed. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right?
He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Touchdown, Aggies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Can't get him to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll do it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Russell. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Intercepted, a first half turnover capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense...
Touchdown, Aggies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Throwing Russell. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that.
The run inside. It's Hill. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keelan Russell rushes on him. And they got him. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. To the air, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 sacks in a row. This defense is swarming all over the place. Hey, offense, you might want to change something up.
Hunt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of...
He'll take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Again, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Here's Reed to throw. Here's a heat. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle.
Makes the grab in their space. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Reed. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Reed to the air again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Russell. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Under fire. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Russell. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the heat. Shakes off the defender. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 21 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Cyclones in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Russell. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. He's moving out of the pocket. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint,
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Finding some room. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.
Number 38, set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curved some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sidelines.
Breaks into the open. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Keelan Russell. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Pressure coming, and they got him.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now facing a third and long. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Russell will throw for it on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Russell on play action. Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell. Oh, they're after him. Running to his left. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the
Maybe a creep. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. From the red zone, it's Hill.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and he makes it a 3-possession game. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, I'm a good play caller when I got a guy like this at the quarterback spot. Like, he's so adept at seeing where the space is, finding it, breaking through it. And Palmer, this isn't the first time he's made a play today.
No, you're right, David, and it's got to be frustrating for the defense because they knew with his running ability he was going to get his touches, and they knew they had to be able to slow him down from running the football, but they haven't been able to do that. When you've got speed like this guy has, and you can throw it the way he does, he just causes so many problems for you as a defensive coordinator. This guy is going to be a problem for any defense that faces him this season.
Looking for a crease, it's Hill. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing Russell. Under fire. And down he goes.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Working on the right. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Breaks a tackle and he might go. The tag! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will...
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Calls his own number. Fights off a defender.
And, man, we were watching the tape coming into this game, and we saw this dude's ability, man. Now he's over 1,000 rushing. So it's not just as a quarterback throwing the football down the field. The ability to be dynamic with his legs, make big plays. He'll have us up here all game talking about his ability to make...
Here's a little room there. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Keelan Russell fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you?
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. But you do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better going forward.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's in open space downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure.
Got a little grass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They